Is it? A legend in what? My name is Wannies. I am the regional training manager for World Rugby in Rugby Africa. I deal with all the English-speaking rugby-playing nations, and the core of my responsibility is training and education of coaches, match officials, strength and conditioning coaches, medics, and all those that are participating in this wonderful game called rugby. Asking me that question 4 or 5 years ago, I would not even have known how to answer you. But I can definitely tell you without a shadow of a doubt that the respect and the regard for Ghana rugby on the continent is growing by the day. I can tell you that people have taken note of Ghana. People are taking note of the rugby structures, the organizational structures, and they're taking note of the commitment of both the union and all those working in the union to growing this game and to growing Ghana as a rugby playing nation into a nation that demands respect on the continent. Look, the unfortunate thing about a game like rugby is that there's no quick fix to becoming a champion. You can't buy champion status. There's no shortcut to becoming a leading rugby nation. But fortunately, there are some people in Ghana Rugby Union who's been there, who understands what it requires to get on a level where you can compete with the big guns. And in this year, there will be one opportunity for Ghana to show that we have what it takes to get to the big stage. So we need to just continue to nurture and develop that. So from where I'm looking at it, if Ghana gets their under 20 team to play on a regular basis, if Ghana get the youngsters and at school level the game to be accepted and played on a regular basis, there's no doubt. Just look at soccer in Ghana. Look at athletics in Ghana. Look at some of the other sporting codes in Ghana. Committed people who love their sport, and people who's prepared to work hard to achieve. And exactly the same with Ghana Rugby. If they continue to work hard, as they've been doing up to now, and what we've all seen, and if they continue to meet the demands of the game, because this is a jealous game. This is a demanding game. It demands a lot of time, it demands respect, it demands hard work. So if they continue to do that, they will control, or they will be in charge of when they're going to meet some of the big guns in terms of how they play and how they perform. Because we're servants of rugby, we're obliged to come to Ghana. And because Ghana is doing well, I think anybody in their right mind would want to come to Ghana to help contribute to the growth that Ghana is showing at the moment. So by no means, we are not the messiahs. We're not the chosen ones in terms of what you've been asking. It is more a question of we recognize the effort that Ghana is putting in, and we want to contribute, and we want to be part of that history that is in the making. It stands to reason that if you don't have a chicken, you won't have an egg. and maybe vice versa. So we realize that it is important for Ghana to have a workforce of their own so that they can take control of their growth. Hence, we decided, let's get in there. Let's start, and it started a few years ago, let's start with the lower level, let's start with level 1 courses. And we did a couple of level 1 courses. And in those level 1 courses, we realized that there are some people here who's got potential to move up. And we identified those people and we brought them and we came back here and we say, let's do the next level. And during the next level, we realized there's some people with potential to move up even another level. A level now away from coaching level 2, because that's what we've been doing the first part of the week. Started with the level 2 course. And we realized there's people here who's got the potential to coach other coaches, to train other coaches. So what we're doing in this room at this moment is working with those people with the potential to start running level 1 courses on behalf of Ghana. So we're taking it step by step. but we want to make sure that when we walk away here, Ghana can start talking about training our own people to a certain degree, so that there's no need for Ghana to be dependent on people coming from elsewhere all the time, but only when now they really need to take it to another level, they can say, yes, we're able to do this. We're able to work up to level 1. Come, work with us again and help us to move to a point where we can now start working with level 2 coaching, level 2 match officiating, level 2 strength and conditioning, level 2 first aid. So that is the idea with our coming here, and we realize that there is that potential for Ghana. The past few years, World Rugby started to invest big time in player welfare and in making the game safer. Now, there's a lot of people out there who's afraid of exposing their children to rugby because they perceive rugby to be a dangerous game. And there's a lot of perception out there that rugby is a dangerous game. But you know what? Rugby is nowhere near as dangerous as some of the other games that people are keen to release their children to. So World Rugby decided that we are going to embark on a campaign where we're going to invest in making the game safer. And for starters, we will start training first aiders at a level where they can identify the most crucial problem areas or injury or risky areas in the game and start dealing and treating those areas. So they started rolling out a massive first aid in rugby level 1 course that has become so popular that even your other sporting codes are now starting to want that course to be delivered to them. On top of that, World Rugby started to regulate now that for unions, for teams to participate in World Rugby competitions, you need to have an immediate care in rugby level 2 certificate if you want your medics to be recognized to treat and deal with rugby-related injuries. And again, like with the first aid in rugby, some of the other sporting codes are now following suit and wanting to do the same in an attempt to make their codes safer as well. So yes, player safety has become a very, very important topic for World Rugby. It's been remarkable. In this week, a good number of accredited first aiders will start doing, after this week, will start doing duty in the clubs, at the teams, where they train and where they play, as a result of this week and work that we've done previously when we were here. A good number of accredited coaches will start coaching in an attempt to improve the game after this week because of the work that has been done, because of the commitment that has been shown by the coaches participating in the programs. A good number of people will start officiating the game at a different level now than what there was as a result of the training that we've been doing this week. Ghana should display or prove to us that they are keen to now appoint or place these people that we've trained over this week with their teams, with their clubs, in their organization in Ghana.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's been a pleasure.
Wish you all the best.